Aquaba, everyone. I'm your host, International Hannah, and I have made my way to the greater Accra region. Yes, I am on Shark Island right here in Ada, looking at some of the beautiful developments that are happening, and we're going to talk all about them today because we're interviewing the owner. His name is Marvin, and he's a businessman from New York, and he made his way to Ghana to build a better future for himself. This man is a businessman that has a huge development happening here on Shark Island, and I want you to learn more about it. So let's explore it together. I started at Aqua Safari Resort, located in Ada, the greater Accra region of Ghana, and just a 5-minute boat ride from our anticipated location of Shark Island. The boat ride was nothing short of special, feeling the beautiful breeze off of the Volta River and determined to meet the developer Marvin Walker to find out more about how he took the leap of faith and left the Bronx to start a new life in beautiful Ghana. As we arrived to the island, there was an undeniable feeling of inspiration that I experienced knowing that Shark Island was once just a concept, but now is an island resort under development with boasting beachfront homes and condos on the rise. Marvin decided to move to Ghana and pursue business despite not knowing what the future would hold. And now he holds 7 islands. I am here in beautiful Ada on Shark Island, and we're going to find the developer, Marvin. We want to talk to him about his amazing project here on Shark Island. And look who it is! Marvin, how are you?
Hannah, so good to see you again.
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you.
It's a beautiful place, so I will never say no to Shark Island.
Well, I'm going to always have an invite welcome for you. Right here. Come on.
Yes, I just need to get a property next.
Yeah, you do.
But we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that a bit.
Yeah.
I just want the people to know who you are. Marvin is from New York City, you all, and he is here in Ghana. Come on, Bronx. Shout out Bronx. Okay, he's here in Ghana, and he is developing a beautiful resort and residence here on Shark Island. And I think the biggest question that I have for you right off the jump that I have to ask is, where did this inspiration, where did this excitement come from to own an island, to buy islands in Africa? Where did you get that?
Well, I never planned on buying an island in Africa. Before I came to Africa, I was looking in like Belize, Aruba, Dominican Republic, because I used to watch the show House Hunters International.
Me too.
And Island Hunters, right?
Yes.
And I saw Necker Island and Richard Branson, and I was like, yo, I didn't know you could buy an island. So, once my, income level changed, I started looking into it. And, unfortunately, my business took a turn for the worse in America. And that's how I ended up coming to Africa, because of the business opportunities. And while here, I started looking for property, here on the continent.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. And I can't wait to get more into the story on how you went about finding your island, buying the islands, and even coming up with the concept of Shark Island and the name and the development. And we'll get into more of that, guys, once we get the interview started. But for right now, we want to actually look at what you have going on the island, okay? You're talking about House Hunters International. Well, guess what? We are doing it right here in Ghana, okay? You know they don't never show the African episodes.
Nah, not the way, Africa really looks. So come on, let's take them and show them.
Let's take you guys with us. You guys ready to see it?
Ready?
Let's take a look. Marvin, right here, this is the beach house, right? So this is a beachfront house. And so tell me more about it. I noticed that all of the beach houses that you have here lined up, it's about 14 of them.
Yes, correct.
And they're all white. So tell me what vision you have going on.
So this is our 2-bedroom unit, and this is the back porch, so that people can come out and just have access to the beachfront. But so what we have here is our single-story unit with a rooftop deck. So this unit is 1,550 square feet, right? That's indoor space. And then on the rooftop deck, you have 1,480 square feet roughly. And then you can have your cabanas up there. You can sit and look at the water.
A whole vibe.
And enjoy, yeah. So there's the vibe. And, we went with white because I really love the Santorini Greece feel.
That's what I was waiting on him to say, Santorini.
So I wanted to have that vibe going on here. And, So we've been putting it together. This unit right here is 97% complete.
Okay.
We're just waiting for the front and the back door, and then the glass for the shower, and then we'll tile the back, and then put the final coating of paint.
Yep.
And then this beautiful marvel will be ready
We'll
to
be ready.
be debuted for the world.
I know you all are ready to see it, so let's go in. It's so spacious.
Yeah, you see these high ceilings?
Yes, very, very spacious. I love what you have going on here.
This marble countertop.
I see. Tell me more about the kitchen and the whole space.
So yeah, so this right here is our open floor plan kitchen, right? There's gonna be an island right here that we're bringing in. But you know, the appliances, we made sure that everybody had a dishwasher. You know, you have your stove, you have your refrigerator, and then each unit comes with the AC units in each room.
Okay.
And then one for the living room. But you know, the brand here is Medea. Not Medea, you know, from America,
From Tyler Perry.
Quality brand here.
There we go.
And you know, we wanted to make sure that when people came here to live in their unit, they felt as comfortable as home. But also when people rented their unit, they felt at home. Because if you look at the, you know, the tourism report, it shows that more people that are visiting Ghana would rather stay in a home than a hotel or, you know, a guest house.
Absolutely.
So we wanted to make sure we build homes so people could come and rent it. So that's what we do. We rent it for our clients, and we build it nice, spacious, high ceilings, big windows to get a lot of that natural sunlight.
Yep,
and that's what we got going on.
That's what I noticed. As soon as we walked in, I just felt the open space and the open floor plan from here in the kitchen and walking into the living room. And we can actually walk towards the living room where you can see, you kind of have this dining / living area, but it's all open. And then tell me more about some of the finishes. If someone were to invest in the project, could they maybe change the floors if they want a different color, or some of the, you know, cabinetry? How does that work?
Absolutely. So with our clients, what we do is we give them the color palettes for them to choose from. So this particular owner, she wanted the vinyl flooring. So we put those down. I love the colors, right? And then we made sure that we complemented it with the tiles and, you know, the paint for the inside unit. But we let them, we just give them the color palettes. You tell us what you want, and then we go and find the materials, and we, you know, put it down to their liking.
You can have it your way.
Have it your way. Yeah.
That's amazing.
The only thing they can't do with the 2-bedroom units and the 3 bedrooms on the beachfront is add another floor, because our condos in the back, they have to have that same beautiful view so they see over. So that's the only modification.
So no obstruction or adding to the top level,
because
you can't obstruct the view behind you, because there will be condos coming up. Let's take a look at the bedrooms.
Oh, yeah,
all right, let's go. Well, first, let's start with this bathroom. This bathroom is massive. Let's take a look at it. Wow. This bathroom within itself is a bedroom. You see the size of this bathroom. It is very, very spacious. Let's take a look at the bedroom now. So this is the master bedroom, and I can say for sure this is also spacious. I feel very comfortable in here. You could easily get a king-size bed in here. You know, you can have a queen comfortably with 2 side tables, but you can get a king in here if you want.
So we made sure that we put the wardrobe here on the side. So the wardrobes are coming in this weekend. They'll be fixed here.
Okay.
But we have some shelving space above here.
You get this big picturesque window here. You get some extra windows here. So you're always getting a good natural breeze coming through this home. Like literally the air is not on right now, but we're still feeling some of the natural breezes because of the water. So it is really nice. Let's take a look at the second room. And we have another bathroom here that is massive. This bathroom looks like another room or an office space. But in this bedroom, which I would identify as the master, has the view of the water, you all. Look at this view. I want to show you what this looks like. So let's bring the camera closer and let's open this up so that you can see when you are sleeping in this room and you open up this door, this is what you get. We're in an area where you have the Volta River meeting the Atlantic Ocean. And let's talk about that 8th wonder of the world that they haven't put in the books yet.
It definitely should be one of those things, because one of the things we'll be doing is taking tours to show people right where the ocean and the river meets. And on days when you see the waves crashing, it's just beautiful. And actually, when you go up on the rooftop deck, you can see it when there's no overcast, right?
Oh, well, I'm glad you mentioned the rooftop deck, because that's exactly where we're headed next. So let's go take a look at the top of the roof.
Yes, come on.
And then you come up here to see this, and oh my goodness.
And you smell that fresh air?
You smell the fresh air, you smell the fresh water. You smell Africa up here. It is beautiful. And it's the breeze for me, because I was getting hot down there. You all know Africa is hot. It was about 90 degrees down there, y'all. I was starting to get real hot, but up here.
Yes. And this breeze is what made me buy this land when I first came here. I sat underneath the tree there with the family, and the breeze came through, and it was like, it was God just blowing his breath on me saying, this is for you. Right. And this breeze is like this all day, every day. And you're right. When you're at the lower level, it could be hot depending on what season we're in. But when you come up here, this breeze is consistent like this.
Very consistent. I mean, I hope you all can actually hear me on the mic. It's blowing so hard that, you know, I don't know if it's even interfering, but Johanna said we're good, so we're good. But it is beautiful up here as well, because you can see like further out. You know, you have more of a view up here. You get the breeze. And then let's look at this space.
Time is running out with only a few condos left to claim on Shark Island. The ground floor condos are starting at $139,000, where the first floor condos are starting at $154,000 and go up to $179,000 depending on the unit size. After looking over Shark Island and all of its beauty, we decided that it was time to talk to Marvin and get to the root of how he purchased these islands and how much he purchased them for. So saying bye to Shark Island was so sad, but it was such a beautiful journey back to Aqua Safari, where I knew I was going to sit and have a talk with Marvin one-on-one about his experience as a Black American coming to Ghana and pursuing business.
So Marvin, we have been having such a great day. It's actually night now.
I kidnapped y'all. Shark Island kidnapping.
We've been in Shark Island all day living our best lives, and now we made our way to Aqua Safari to get to know Marvin more, because it's time to hear Marvin's backstory about how he's a Black American, made his way to Ghana, and has found his own success. Yes. So Marvin, let's talk about it. Now, you are from the Bronx, New York. Yep. How did you get to Ghana? Where did this happen? Tell us from the beginning.
So me coming to Ghana was like a accident on purpose kind of thing, right? I never planned on coming to Africa, not like most people when the year return came. In 2017, I had a contract with Amazon, and I had contracts in 10 different states, and I was making a lot of money. And Amazon just thought that my business model was good for them, and they replicated the whole thing, took all my contractors, and you know, I tried suing them, and it just seemed to not be working because they got law firms in every major city. So if you try to get one of the big firms that could sue them, well, it's a conflict of interest because they already represent Amazon. So my operations manager was like, yo, Marvin, instead of trying to fight Goliath, why not go to Africa? And I was resisting at first. I was like, man, I ain't going to Africa. I'm about to sue Amazon. And, you know, after like trying several times and just finding it to be unsuccessful, I was like, all right, you know, let me give it a chance. And one of the contractors who had a contract with me with Amazon, her name was Monica Chapman. She was like, Marvin, I can't watch the white man do this to another brother. I'm going to pay for your ticket to go to Africa, just go see what is there.
Well, now that's a real friend right there.
Yeah, listen, and because of that, I built our house on Shark Island. She ain't even had to pay.
Wow.
So there's a few more people I'm
Shout out to you, for. Monica.
Yeah, like my boy Antoine Bethea, he paid for the warehouse. And then there's a few other people that supported me, you know? And they didn't turn on me when Amazon screwed me like everybody else did. So I took Monica up on the offer. I came out here. And when I came out here, I saw that Africa was totally different from my perception based on what we've been programmed to think about Africa.
So what was your perception that you feel like you were programmed to think about?
Well, you know, when I look back, I realized that it was my fear of what I thought, right? So what I thought I was going to be landing on a plane on a dirt runway, it's going to be zebras running alongside the plane, and I hate to sound ignorant, but that's really what I thought, because everything representation you see of Africa from the States is just, you know, historic footage. But when I got off the plane, I saw the Marriott, I saw Burger King, I saw this big airplane that was a restaurant. Like, I was blown away. And most importantly, I saw them doing things that we did in my country back in Guyana when I was small. Like, they were selling plantain chips and sugar cane. So it was nostalgic for me. It made me feel like I was back home.
So, Marvin, you clearly went island hunting in Ghana, which is amazing. And like we talked about it a bit, you know, your inspiration for where you thought about even looking for islands. But how did it feel when you found Shark Island, and what price point did you get it at? We all want to know.
Well, you know, I looked at several other properties and saw some other islands in like Kosovo, right? But when I came to this island, like I said, when I met with the family underneath the tree, I had looked at, you know, about 10 or 12 different properties that were islands. But this one spoke to my spirit, right? And it's like I was under the tree talking to the family and the breeze just blew. And, you know, it was like God was telling me, this is the one for you. I hate to sound like super religious, but that's really what it was. And, you know, to say what I got for the property, I'm just going to keep it 100. For my 5-acre property, I paid $160,000.
For an island, $160,000.
Yeah. And, you know, I sell one house now for $180,000 for a 2-bedroom and $299 for a 3-bedroom. So I already made my money back a long time ago.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And then you own more than one island,
Yeah.
right? How many islands do you own?
I have 7 now. And only because what I did was I secured them because I didn't want to be charged for the value I was creating in the area because there was nothing on that side. So because I created so many jobs and a lot of the islands there are owned by different families, well, most of their people was working for me. So they was like, look, this Obroni is building. And so the families would come to me like, look, I got this, our land is for sale. Do you want to buy that too? Wow. And I said, yeah, I want to buy it, but I'm going to buy it at the same price point that I got this for. Because even though I got it for $160,000, it's not that I cheated them. It was the going market value at that time, right? And that's increased now.
And what year was this?
I bought the island 2 years ago.
Wow.
So I was going through the negotiations with them.
2022?
Yeah, but
2022.
But I got on the island November of 2022.
Okay.
But I had been looking for a year. Like, it's not I met with them this week and I bought the island next week. No, I went through a long courting process with them because of all the land scams in Ghana.
Absolutely. So you did your due diligence, which a lot of people need to realize as well. If you're coming over here, it's not going to just happen overnight. But if you put some time and some persistence in, you'll come out with a gold mine.
And I also hired professionals. See, a lot of people come here and they don't want to hire a lawyer. They don't want to hire, you know, brokers. But me, I invested in those things because they know the terrain, right? And it helped me from getting scammed and losing money like most people come here and do because they don't engage professionals. And even after you engage professionals, you still might get scammed, right? Because, like, there's a lot of gray area in Ghana when it comes to buying land.
Yeah.
But, you know, we've mastered the art of doing it, and, you know, we can help others do it too. So, you know, if people don't want to buy my property because they hear, oh, well, you paid $160 for it, you want me to pay you $200? Yeah, but it's the hassle and everything you got to go through that is where the value's at.
So you don't anticipate on going back to the States.
No.
But what is it that is making you say, I want to stay here and I want to be here?
Well, my life is one big vacation. You know, I never planned on getting married. I found a good woman here. I married her. You know, I have 2 beautiful kids. She doesn't keep my children from me like most American women do. And I'm not saying all, but unfortunately, I got some that don't let me talk to my daughters, right? So the fact that I get to live in paradise, I have a life that I don't need to take a vacation from. I have a family that I get to spend time with. And then I'm doing things that I could never do in America. You know, there's no way I could acquire that property in America and I could have been living my wildest dreams. So, you know, I'm in paradise doing what I want to do, helping others. So why would I leave here and go somewhere else to start something new?
Why not Ghana?
Yeah, why not Ghana?
Wow, that's amazing. Any advice to anybody that's watching this video, never been to Ghana, never been to Africa, but they're ready, you know, to take a risk?
Yeah.
What advice would you give them?
So my advice is, like, don't let your fear keep you away from a potential opportunity, right? Ghana's an emerging market, so all of the opportunities are here. Is it easy? Absolutely not. But if you're built for it tough and, you know, you are set on what you're doing and, you know, you're willing to commit, like, this is where the opportunities are. You know, in 1 year, you know, I've seen 7-figure success, right? And day 2 could have that, right? You come, you get the right plan, you connect with people, you could be living your best life in Africa. And this is where it's at.
This is where it's at. You heard it here. Thanks for tuning in, guys, for another episode. And we are talking everything Africa, coming back, connecting Black Americans to Africa. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, Marvin.
Thank you, too. Appreciate you.
Bye.